Peace was good. It's Ali coming back at you with another video. In this video, I want to make a video talking about ancestor altar or deity altars. A lot of people coming into the knowledge of the altars, want to know, should I start an ancestor altar? Should I start a deity altar? Or you may just be confused on which one to start, or why should you even have either or. So this video will lay out some basic information so you can make a decision, make your next move your best move as far as which altar that you want to rock with or where should your focus be. Firstly, if you don't have an altar, I would suggest that you start with an ancestor altar before anything. The ancestor altar is important because ancestors were the beings that were with you. So these are your grandmother, your grandparents, your mom and dad, if they have transitioned, cousin, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, etc. They were with you. They know you. They were in your bloodline. The blood is very important. Because that's going to give you your physical characteristics. We have hereditary things passed down through the bloodline. So that's a connection. While you're in this incarnation, you have a strong connection to your ancestors. So I recommend, if you don't have any altar, you're interested, and you're like, man, should I start with an ancestor altar or deity altar? I'm going to recommend that you begin with an ancestor altar. If you go to my website, salimyers.com, we have an article outlining how to set up an ancestor altar that's beautiful. And we also have a video on YouTube where we show you step by step how to set up an altar. So I would recommend an ancestor altar firstly if you've never dealt with an altar before. Now, if you have an ancestor altar and you don't have a deity altar, I'm going to suggest that you have a deity altar in addition to your ancestor altar. The deity altar is important because deities or gods and goddesses, they can do anything for us. To be honest, our ancestors are limited based on their spiritual evolution. So if you have an ancestor that was, say, into the mystical things, they talked to spirits, they were medium, etc., then they can help you with that aspect while they're on the other side. Now, if you have a lot of ancestors that weren't really doing anything, they were just blue-collar workers, like, how are you going to call on them and work with them to do magic? I'm not saying they can't do anything, because they're very capable of doing things, but to say that they have the same powers of the gods, I'll be lying to you. Deities, the gods, they can manifest anything or take away anything from your reality. You have to think that the gods are part of the fabric of reality that controls Earth. There's a reason when you look at the different pantheons, they had a god that dealt with the water or rain, the god of the sun. All these different gods, they personify different aspects of nature for a reason, because they control nature. So once you start to connect with them, give an offering, giving daily prayers, you start to embody some of that controlling energy. You talk about you want to be a god or gods and goddesses, where a god or goddess, the definition of God is to create, to make something. So when you connect with these deities, you'll be able to make things happen in your life. So that's the difference between an ancestor altar and a deity altar. And like I said, I want to make this video just so you have a reference on, okay, man, where should I start? This is very simple, very straight to the point. But the key is to start. So it's not good enough to think about doing an altar. Just actually start doing it and start small. And like I said, start with the ancestor altar. You want to take your game to another level, hook up with a deity altar. So this has been Ali. If you want to find out more information about myself and what we do, be sure to visit my new website, salimyers.com, and also my other website, thirdeyeactivation.com. Until next time, peace.